I got so much on my mind. So much. So I was just thinking like how women in general, like that low self-esteem when we be like, what did I do? Did I do anything wrong? And we talk about men. 75% of our conversations, sometimes women won't talk about men around a woman that have found herself. But I just want women to know, like, okay, yeah, I got on my Tupac shirt. It say Tupac don't trust nobody. People gotta earn trust. Okay? But anyway, so it's like so much rumbling through my head. There's a lot of angry men these days saying that women should do this. If you got kids, you're garbage, you're trash, you're this, and a black woman is aggressive and this and that. It's your fault. Why? Because y'all left the home. Y'all gave us no other choice but to be who we are. So we have to go to work, take out the trash, pay all the bills. I might get a lot of people ruffled up. I don't care. Because I got something to say. And women be feeling bad about themselves. And a man can be like, oh, your body changed, but I had your child. Or you gained weight. Or you this, you that, you this, and that, and the other. And they always resort to the Bible. Well, God said that you should honor your husband, your man, and all of this and that, and the other. Well, God said that the woman was a homemaker. She was there to make sure the kids were okay and the house was okay. Now women are working. They're getting their degrees. They doing all of this and that, and the other. And now y'all want to be mad, but y'all gave us no other choice but to figure it out. So why are y'all mad? If you want to resort back to the Bible, be a man. Because y'all expect women to accept y'all for who y'all are, y'all body flaws and all this. We don't say nothing about what y'all got going on. Because we love you. Because we love you. We stick beside you. Regardless of your flaws. We try to help you through them. If you're an alcoholic, we try to send you to AAA meetings. If you got a drug problem, we're trying to send you to AAA meetings. If you whatever. If you ain't got a job, we trying to help you look for a job. But y'all don't see that. All y'all see is what we're not. What we look like, how our body changed, how we have changed. It's a lot of pressure on a woman trying to work, take care of the kids, keep the house clean, discipline the kids, take out the trash, cook for you, make sure your dinner is ready for you, prepare your plate, give it to you in your hand. And y'all still talk about us. We suppress things for y'all. Did you know that? We suppress things to not hurt y'all feelings, but y'all seem to don't care about ours. You seem to don't care. And I'm not talking to the men that are men and are respectful of their wives. And, I'm not talking about you. So exclude yourself from this. Because when I post it, my channel ain't that big. So it might not, a lot of people might not get riled up. But this is how I feel. I always felt that I was a queen. But I was a low self-esteem queen. So I was just trying to figure it out. Walk it through with a man. The beautiful lesson in it was my heart got broken so deeply that God revealed myself to me. Who I was worth. Praise God. Hallelujah. Amen. Y'all want to get mad at the woman, But y'all the reason why the woman is like they is. Hold yourself accountable. And if you don't like it, do something about it. Stop riding in the passenger seat. Ride in the driver's seat. Okay? If you don't like how things is, change you. If you got a good woman. Because every woman ain't good. And y'all saying it's hard to find a good woman. No, it's not. It's plenty out here. It's plenty of them out here. Okay? And what do I have to say? Social media be making it seem like everything's supposed to be perfect. Well, I'm here to tell you I ain't perfect. And nothing that I'm going to reveal to you is going to be perfect. It's going to be what it is, okay? I want women to sit alone with themselves, to figure out what it is about you that you need to change. Quit crying about a man. And a lot of women get tied up in that man that's showing them something that they ain't never seen before. And they get addicted to him, because you can be addicted to not only drugs, alcohol, shopping, food. You can be addicted to a person. You can be praying to God to get out of it, but you need to go to rehab. You get what I'm saying? And yeah. I don't know why I just posted this video, but I was feeling some type of way. Like, I'm so tired of women, and I'm not going to say black women in general, because I don't know what the other races of women go through. I don't. But you might feel like we do. I don't know. But God created us to be homemakers, raise our children, carry the children, bear the children, take care of the children, keep the house in order. But then now you got women out here doing all of that and working. She doing all of that. And you expect her to be everything. You expect her to be Molly, Tashana, Keisha, Becky, and all of that in the bedroom, and keep her body tight and right so you won't go to the next chick when you got a hangnail on your towel. And your belly you got a beer belly. But women, we don't do that. We love on our man. We'll rub that big fat belly, won't we? But men tend to think that it's okay to judge a woman. Did you know that you came from a woman? Did you know that? You came from a woman. So when you thinking about hurting a woman, you need to think about how you would feel if a woman hurt your mama, your auntie, your daughter. But everybody, they all for themselves. If it ain't happening to them, they ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay? So, women, please take care of yourself. You can't do nothing with a glass half empty. It need to be at least half full, baby. Okay? My neighbor playing the jam. But anyway, yeah, and this is not to bash men. If you are a good man, I'm not talking to you. And I'm going to talk to the women that's making a bad rep for the good women. Y'all making men think that it's okay to feel like they a king and they ain't even got a job. They sit in your passenger seat trying to tell you what to do and say, I'm a man. Well, and then put scriptures in it. I'm a man. This is what you're supposed to do. Well, if you are a man, did you read the Bible about what a man is? I don't think you did. Read the whole story, not part of it. Okay? I'm not for games. I'm not. Not no more. And I have been alone myself for 2.5 years. And I was riding while I was driving. I was like, I believe that when I feel like I'm about to give part of myself to somebody, it's a trigger. And cause if you notice, I'm always like, I just want to be by myself. I just want to be by myself. I think that me being in relationships, giving my all to people, it made me feel like it's a trigger now. Like, okay, you doing too much. You need to be alone for a minute. And it ain't got nothing to do with just a man. It can be anything. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Ooh. Oh, we living a lie, baby. He was just playing. My neighbor was just playing Keith Sweat. How deep is your love? I got so much to say because this is another thing I was thinking too. Like, so you meet a man, he's taking you everywhere, doing all the things that he know that other men don't do for you, that you need him to do, right? So he keeping his emotions under control while your emotions is on 10. Like, I love him. This is my baby. This is my husband. This gonna be. But he got his emotions controlled. He used to this. He studied women. He already know what to do. I'm not impressed. Actually, if I meet a man that seems like that, I'm running. And that's so sad to say. But if I meet a man that's seems too good to be true, he is. And I'm running. I'm not bitter. I'm aware. Because people will call me bitter. No, I'm aware. Women, they was all on social media trying to prove a point to a certain influencer. Who are you? Like, who are you to tell me what to like? And that's another thing about social media. See, I just got on social media and I predominantly have YouTube. I don't have no other site. So it's like people don't know what they're doing and they are idolizing. If you are trying to get permission of how to feel about yourself and what you should do about your situation in your life, your journey, your path, from another human being, you are idolizing and you don't even know it. Now, like me, for example, today I go on other people's channels for regimens, how to exercise and things of that nature. Because I'm learning about the health journey. I was never on a health journey. I don't know what to do to turn my fat into muscle. I don't know what to eat. Things can seem like hummus. I eat hummus. Too much hummus is bad for you. And I didn't know that. I'm thinking it's chickpeas and all these seasons or whatever. So it's good for me. So I'm learning as I go. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Before you go telling somebody else what they need to do, you need to be an example of what you want other people to do. Don't be coming on social media like you perfect. I'm not perfect because I might put on my platform that I drunk a smoothie but ate a bag of chips later. Okay? But I didn't today. I was good. I was clean today, honey. But what I'm trying to say is, like, everybody think that they supposed to be perfect, and it's causing anxiety, it's causing PSTD, it's causing mental illnesses because people think that they supposed to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect. You're not. Perfectionism is the thief, one of the biggest thieves of joy. Comparison. Oh, she live in a 15 square foot home and I live in 1,000 square feet home. So I'm about to take out a $300,000 loan, something I can't afford. Girl, you better be comfortable where you at. Just be blessed that you got heat, water, gas, lights, a garage to park your car in, a driveway. Your life path is your life path. It ain't everybody's life path. But back to what I was saying. No, we're not about to do that. Women or men. Because men, it could be a man that got a job, a house, a car, trying to treat women good. And now you got a little Jezebel spirited woman coming into your area and she making you feel like you ain't doing enough. That's not fair. You need to know who you are as well. You need to equate yourself with a woman that appreciates everything that you are giving her. Because I have sons. I don't have any daughters. I have sons. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit on here and act like I'm a woman first. So I understand a woman. That don't mean that I don't have empathy for men, because I do. But I have empathy for intentional, great men. Men that are trying to better themselves. Men that are not using women because they know that women feel and they got emotions and they love hard. I'm not talking about the men that are intentional, that want a good woman, that want to treat a woman right. I'm not talking about y'all. So exclude yourself from this. Don't take it personal because it's not towards you. Because we tend to think if it's something regarding something, and if you don't have that esteem to know that she ain't talking about me, then you might take it personal. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those that aren't like that. How can you expect a woman to be all and you can't give her the necessary things that she needs? A woman can't be a woman if she trying to be a man too and please you. It ain't right. And I'm here to tell you, you talking about somebody that's gonna keep it real? Me? You got something to say? Say it. It's fine. I'm not the type of person that be like, don't come on here talking. No, the truth is the truth. Everybody want to live a lie. I don't want to live a lie. Because at the end of the day, I'm realizing that too. A lot of people like to live lies, but at the end of the day, the truth gonna be revealed. Can you handle that truth? Can you? When it comes to you, you running away from the truth, but that's what? The truth he already in first place. He already in first place. You look like you got an attitude. You so serious. You aggressive. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I know what I know. And now that I know what I know, I'm trying to share it. And people get riled up because they don't want this type of message. But it is what it is. If you want a woman to be all this and that and the other, you got to meet her halfway. You can't be 20% of something and want 100%. And you're not going to get 100% rather if you 75% of what she need. Because ain't nobody perfect. Okay? What I'm saying, it might not be the truth to you, but it's the truth to some people. I have been a woman that soul has been shattered Because love, if you're not too careful with it, it can shatter your soul. Can shatter it. Where you don't even know which way is up. Testimony here. And I'm not going to share my testimony completely because some people won't understand my testimony, and that is okay. But I'm here now. God brought me here. Be careful of who you let in your space. Whether it be a man, a woman, a friend, a co-worker, you got to be careful who you give your time, your energy, your love to. And you can love a person and they can be like, you doing this and you doing that and you doing this, and you trying to prove to them that you're not doing that. But that's not your job. Just be who you are. They can think what they want to think, because in hindsight, if you thought that that's what I was, then that's what you were too. That's what you were. Not two, because I ain't got nothing to do with what you was thinking. But yet I'm trying to prove to you that I'm not that. But that's what you was thinking, because that's what you were. So you think that I'm doing you like you doing me, but I ain't doing nothing. So don't let people project their feelings on you either. I can't tell people what time it is to wake up. I can't tell people what time it is to go to sleep. Only God can do that. And I'm learning that. I got to fall back. Even when I love a person, I got to fall back. I am not their teacher. Even if I'm trying to teach you something. And trust me, I am learning too. I'm a teacher and I'm a student. Enough has been said. I'm about to get off of here. I love y'all with the love of God. I pray that y'all listening. I pray that this message is edifying your spirit, your soul, your mind, and your body. You got to love yourself enough to discern what is real and what's fake. And a man or a woman cannot expect somebody to be something that they are not. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve it. Work on yourself to get what you think that you deserve. Okay? When you got all that going on, then you can set your standards higher. But if you think that just because you got game, or that you speaking affirmations and love and all of this into somebody, but you ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, and you expect somebody to be on a hierarchy, you wrong. Fix yourself before you trying to go tell somebody else what they need to be doing. And that's period. Peace.